Well, this ought to work out real good. Yeah, you're right. He can't see me here. I hope you're fucking right. Oh, shit. Yep, that didn't work. That did not work. Hello, you Jurassic World Zookeeper wannabes. This is OLB One Lucky Bullet, and I am here with a review for Monster Hunter World for the PS4, Xbox One, and coming later this year to the Microsoft Windows for your PC. This game came out back in January, and finally decided to do a review on it. I know I'm late to the party, but you know, hey, better late than never. So after having sank around 100 or more hours into it with myself, my wife, several of my friends, I gotta say, this is probably one of the best games that's came out in the last couple of years, and one of the definitely most fun games to play in co-op with your friends. Though at times the co-op can be a little bit frustrating. It would have been nice if you could have just joined each other straight up from the bat, but you know, I get it. I understand. You know, it's kind of weird how they did it with you know, the missions. If I've already done the mission, then I can help you, but if you haven't got to that point, you can't help me, and the only way I can go back and play the mission again is by the bulletin board, and it's kind of convoluted, but you know, they've been working on it. It still works. It works really good. It's 4 players online. You know, 2 players is really good to play with, because then you still have your little your cats, your sidekicks that follow you around. If you have 3 people, you lose your cat. So technically, when you're playing as, you know, myself and someone else joins me, it's still kind of 4-player, even though the cats don't do a whole lot. They're good for different things, whether it's calling in, you know, for health, or to blind the monster you're hunting, or you know, just to help out, you know, take the focus off of you for a few minutes. The gameplay concept of this game is what's addictive, you know. And I know some people say, well, you know, you're not a huge fan of Destiny because of the rinse repeat grinding. And yeah, I'll give you that, I'm not. But the reason I'm not is because it's not fun. You literally do the same thing over and over to where you can run those bounties and things with your eyes closed. This, it's constantly changing. It's constantly a challenge. There is no easy way about this game. And anybody that says that this game's a cakewalk is a liar, because it is not. This game can be downright brutal at times on, you know, when you're playing it by yourself, especially in the later missions when you're fighting some very in-game boss stuff, and you know, you're trying to get people to join you, you're firing off your flare, and you ain't getting nobody, and you're in the middle of a fight and you're desperate. I mean, you know, but hey, that's what happens. And be forewarned. The further we go in this video, you're going to see some spoiler stuff, but I mean, it's April 30th now. The game came out in January 26th, but so it's been 3 months, so I'm not trying to spoil anything for you. But if you haven't played it already, chances are you're not going to play it, or you're not going to get that far into it. The game is quite simply one of the best games I've played. It is amazing. It's fun. The controls are great. The graphics are great. The learning curve is there. It is very, very difficult at times to figure out how to trap monsters, how to use certain items, to figure out what they do. But it's never downright frustrating. The controls work very smoothly. The game offers you a ton of different tutorials and things to do, but you know, you got to put the time into it. You have to want to play this game. This is like the 8th, 9th, 10th game in this series. But this is the one that they worked the hardest on to really make it mainstream, and it shows. It sold over 5 million copies in a month. I mean, so it's Capcom's most successful game to date. So I welcome that, and I hope for more. This game, you know, hopefully has shown Bungie and several other of these open world type, game developers, like, you can make a game with a lot of rinse repeat stuff in it, but it doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be tedious stuff. Give me some freaking epic monsters like this to take down and let me go to town on it. Unless, you throw a bunch of those damn pink Raytheons in there that just kick the shit out of you, then, maybe tone it back a little bit. Midius Rab knows what I'm talking about. He got handed a few times on that one. But all in all, to end this, I'm giving this game a solid 10 out of 10. It is a downright near perfect game, and there's no such thing as a perfect game, so when I say 10 out of 10, it's still going to have some problems, but I still think it's one of the most perfect games out there. Tell me what you think. Leave me a comment below. Like and subscribe. And let's keep doing this, and I'll be back with another review. Thanks a lot. P.S. guys, definitely check out the in-game stuff for this and the constantly evolving DLC that they keep adding. A lot of it free. Street Fighter content, Devil May Cry content currently going on. It's definitely worth your time.